So, despite many positive early reviews, The Flash has pretty famously now bombed at the box office, like big time, lost a lot of money. Now, reasons for all of this have been pretty extensively covered in other videos on YouTube, so I'm not going to be going into any of that at all today, because what I really wanted to talk about is what would have happened if The Flash didn't bomb, and what would the future of the DCEU look like. The first thing I want to change in this what-if scenario is the ending of The Flash. Originally, there was an ending where Kal-El's Supergirl, Keaton's Batman, and Henry Cavill's Superman were all at the courthouse, among other versions of the ending, but this is the one we're going to be going with for this future DCEU. In this version, Affleck's Batman hasn't been erased or replaced by Michael Keaton, but instead he's lost in the multiverse, trying to reach out to Barry to save him. Now we'll come back to Batman in a moment, because this ending actually leads directly into the rumoured Man of Steel 2, which would have reportedly starred Cavill and Kal-El going up against Brainiac. This film was also rumoured to have a much lighter tone than the original Man of Steel, and the movie would then tie in to Superman vs. Black Adam, which was previously teased in the post-credits of Black Adam. Okay, so now back to Batman. He would have gotten his own movie where he fights Deathstroke, but personally I couldn't find anything that confirmed how this relates to him also being stuck in the multiverse. So either this movie would be set in an alternate universe, or after he was rescued by Barry. Now I believe this is probably the latter, as there was originally going to be a Flash 2 that would have been made if the original movie was successful enough, and this could have seen Barry rescuing his friend across the multiverse, and then his fight with Deathstroke would have been set after that in his own solo movie. Now, as mentioned, Keaton's Batman was also set to appear in the courthouse ending of The Flash, and this would have led to him becoming like the connective tissue of the future DCEU, and he becomes a Nick Fury type character, confirmed to have appeared in both Batgirl and Aquaman 2, and in a possible Batman Beyond movie that also depended on the success of The Flash. Now in this what-if future, it would also be safe to assume that Blue Beetle, Peacemaker Season 2, and possibly even the upcoming Waller show would have been set in this universe rather than Gunn's DCU. There is also a possibility for a sequel or continuation of Shazam's story following Fury of the Gods, 2 post-credit scenes, and also the possibility for a Wonder Woman 3. All in all, I think this universe could have been quite interesting to see play out, as it appears DC were working towards something pretty big, possibly even a Justice League 2. However, it is sad to see this universe die, and these versions of the characters making their last appearances, but I'm also really excited to see what James Gunn does with the property in the near future. Also, I forgot to do one of those fancy YouTube outros, so like and subscribe, and here's the graph that I'm supposed to show you. Yeah, great, hope you enjoyed.